What is going on, you guys? This is All Day 1 on the PS4, and I'm going to be giving you somewhat of a review or overview of World War Z on whether or not it's worth it. So right off the bat, it is a game pretty similar to Left 4 Dead, but just in third person. There is two different game mode genres, which would be the co-op and multiplayer. In other words, PvE and PvP. Both game modes are really fun, but they're nothing really special in my opinion. So we're going to go ahead and talk about some of the co-op real quick. So with the co-op, you can choose any of the episodes to play. You don't have to complete one in order to complete the next or do the next or whichever. You can just run whichever mission, whichever episode you want, whenever you want. Each episode also has their own story, but it isn't really something you'll be paying too much attention to. It's there, but it's just like, it's just a little whisper in your ear. You're not going to really notice it. But, if you complete a mission with the specific character, it'll unlock that specific character's backstory when you go into the collection and then you go to the character, just press options, and it'll tell you. It's not like you can play another mission or anything, but yeah. Every episode is also pretty much the same. You would just go to the objective, fight off hordes of zombies for about 3 waves or so, and go on to the next objective, rinse and repeat until you complete the next mission. Now, there is also 5 different difficulties, which makes it a little bit harder. Well, not a little bit, makes it a lot harder due to friendly fire being on the last difficulty. You do any sort of friendly fire, you're going to hurt your team really, really, really bad. As well as resources and ammo being very scarce on the final difficulty. So it goes from being there all the time with very little to no friendly fire on the first difficulty all the way to the last one being of the hardest, obviously. But for the most part, that's really about it for the PvE side. Now for the PvP, I generally don't play a lot of PvP games. I mean, I've played Apex Legends, almost all the Call of Duty games, Destiny 2 and Destiny 1's Crucibles. I've played a lot of PvP, but it really depends on the game itself. Like, does it have a good balanced gameplay mechanics? Is the maps pretty big, small, or is it the right size? It has to have all those. And with this game, it's pretty well balanced, and the game modes are also pretty fun. It's your typical game modes, and then the map sizes are actually pretty good too. They're not too big, but they're also not small at all. So you have like game modes, like I said, just typical game modes like the capture and control. You have team deathmatch. You have one where you have to go and hold the medicine for a certain amount of time, and then whoever holds it the longest wins. It's just all these different game modes, but all the game modes are team based, so it's 4 versus 4. But here's a twist: you also have zombies as well, which it can sound crazy, but it's really not that bad until you get cornered. The issue here though is PvP. You can easily get spawn camped, and you don't get any type of invulnerability, like a 3-second invulnerability when you spawn in. So as soon as you spawn, you're dead. Or not you're dead, but if your enemy's there, they're gonna be able to kill you because you're still kind of adjusting to the game or whatever. But aside from that, I found myself playing the PvP portion way more than the PvE. So now for the question that you guys are all probably wondering is this game really worth the $40? Honestly, I'd say no. This game to me feels like it probably should have been like a $20 game, at most $30, or even a free-to-play game. And honestly, I think they could have probably made more money making it free-to-play, adding some type of microtransaction. Obviously not like some ridiculous microtransactions, but maybe adding character skins or something, but I don't know. I just think for myself, I don't think this game was really worth the $40. But it is what it is. The controls also on the console feels very, very, very clunky. It does not feel smooth at all. But there is aim assist, which does help a bit. It's pretty heavy aim assist, so like I said, it's pretty nice, and it helps a lot because of the potato aiming that we get. This game is the type of game where you can just play to relax, really. Just invite a friend or whoever else has a game like this, and just enjoy it. For example, if you're playing your main game, Like, let's say Assassin's Creed Odyssey, or you're playing Black Ops 4 or Apex Legends, but you're feeling a little bit burnt out from it. This is the type of game you could just go to cool yourself down from playing those games until you feel refreshed and want to go back and grind on those games. Because those games are the grind games. Those are the games, those are your main games. This game, you're not really grinding too much. I mean, you can technically farm all the way up to like level a million or whatever levels there are, but you're not you're not going to, because this game doesn't have that much content. And for me, at least, just in my opinion, this game, like I said, I wouldn't recommend it as a main game due to the lack of content, because you'd get pretty bored after maybe 100 hours or so. Like, you'd probably get bored before you even hit 100 hours. So if you're looking for that main zombie game, don't look at this. Look at this as the secondary game. The main zombie game I would definitely look out for is probably Days Gone, which would be coming out pretty soon. So that's pretty much it with this video. I did try to make this as short as possible, but I did want to make sure I gave you guys all the right information and whatnot, so you kind of got the gist of the game. Because I don't want you to buy the game thinking like, oh, I'm gonna play this like 100 million hours or something. Like, you're not gonna do that. This game is alright. It's not the best game in the world, and I don't think it ever will be the best game in the world, but it is a fun game to play. So if you're just looking for something to play, I'd probably just wait for this game to go on sale, honestly, because it's not, to me, it shouldn't be worth the 40 bucks. 20 bucks at the most, 30 bucks maybe. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If this helped you out, go and leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know down in the comment section as well, and I'll try my best to answer them to the best of my abilities. And don't forget to hit that sub as well so you can see more videos. This is all Danny Day 1 on the PS4. Have a good day, good night, and peace.